Oh, what a fucking day outside of Syracuse, New York, everybody. And by the way, happy Money in the Bank Day to those who celebrate. Right now, it's 55 minutes from now. Time is recording 6:05 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, East Coast of Syracuse, New York. Money in the Bank will be starting. I know, I'm fucking late for this recording, I know, people. What do you want me to say? I had this busy-ass garage sale I had to do today, and it is what it is, to say the least. Long story in its own right, I guess, right? Let's get right into your podcast. It's my guy. I gotta get ready for Money in the Bank in about 54 minutes, like I said, from now, and the time it's recording. And by the time it'll publish to YouTube and all audio platforms, it'll probably be during Money in the Bank. I'll give you preview and predictions on this podcast, and by like I said, well, I'm doing the very top of the show, but my god, man. Watch it be like the first match, be with the Women's Money in the Bank ladder match, probably. The first match is probably already done. I'm ready to give my preview and predictions by the time the podcast is uploaded. It's not my fault, people. I got a lot of shit to do today whatsoever, to say the least. We're into your WWE Money in the Bank 2025 preview predictions and your SmackDown review. Also, in your SmackDown June 6, 2025 review as well. We got Seth Rollins and his group start the show with Rollins claiming that he will win the Money in the Bank ladder match tonight, and warned anyone who wants to stand in his way of what will happen. And then Solo Sikoa, Jacob Fatu, and JC Mateo Mighty. He came out and showed up, and like I said, both groups teased squaring up, but Rollins called his boys back in general. That was okay for what it was, and discuss that. Listen, Jey Uso, he defeats JC Mateo Mighty. JC Mateo already takes a fucking hell. A pinfall loss, man. Can't make this shit up, bro. And I like Jey Uso quite a bit, but dude, this was a big fat no in all honesty. I'll discuss that. Also, Zelina Vega, the reigning defending WWE Women's United States Champion, defeats Piper Niven in a Bakersfield brawl. The fuck does that mean? I have no idea. It's basically a brawl match, to say the least. And after the brawl, Giulia attacks Vega after helping out Zelina Vega as well, spend off her service is Chelsea Green and Alba Fire on Piper Niven. Fucking ridiculous. I am talking with Zelina Vega feuding with the fucking Chelsea Green's group here. I am over it, Triple H. I'll discuss that. That's what Giulia attacks Zelina Vega, basically teasing that match for basically for its evolution for a WWE Women's United States Championship. We'll discuss that. It was an LA Knight versus Aleister Black ends in a disqualification after Seth Rollins hits a stomp on Knight to cause that DQ. Very solid match, and we'll discuss that. Listen, Rhea Ripley in a Money in the Bank preview here. Can they coexist 6-woman tag team, pal? This is Rhea Ripley, Alexa Bliss, and Stephanie Vaquer. A glorious Dark Angel, Marlon Primera, Stephanie Vaquer. Defeats Roxanne, Perez, Giulia, and Naomi. Discuss that. I'll flip on my nuts here. Also some Penta and Andrade. And can they coexist, pal? Defeat American Maeve, Julius, and Bruce Creed, the Creed brothers. And then also your main event segment, John Cena, the reigning defending undisputed WWE champion, and Logan Paul beat down Cody Rhodes and Jey Uso, the reigning defending WWE World Heavyweight Champion, to end the show. This was the best heel John Cena I've seen since WrestleMania. And it's not even close. We're discussing all of today's podcast, also your Money in the Bank 2025 pre-predictions. Discussing all of today's podcast, you're enjoying me. It's always since this week's Friday Night Smackdown, June 6, 2025 review on No Limits with Lucas. Starting with, you guys, your WWE Money in the Bank 2025 preview and predictions. Starting with the Women's Money in the Bank ladder match, Stephanie Vaquer, her glorious La Primera Dark Angel Stephanie Vaquer versus Rhea Ripley versus Alexa Bliss versus Roxanne Perez versus Naomi versus Giulia. And the Women's Money in the Bank ladder match, like I said. To me, this is the best match going in the show. And according to this is a freaking ladder match, no, I know, it's pretty much a ladder match, I get it. But to me, both women's matches are taking this show's weekend's matches from this card in general. I don't know Worlds Collide produced yet. I may have got to watch Worlds Collide. So I had a fucking busy day, people. I had a fucking busy day, like I said. But man, we're just discussing Money in the Bank and John. This is probably the best match going in the show. Between this and the other women's match, Becky Lynch and Lyra Valkyria. I'm going with Miss Naomi. She needs, or we'll take Roxanne Perez as well. But Naomi, to me, needs to win this match. I don't care what anybody says. I know Roxanne Perez, the up-and-coming woman. You want to build her up. But to me, she has bigger stories to go on with this year. With the Judgment Day and Finn Balor. And against Liv Morgan, probably Dominic Mysterio. We'll see if we can find out with that. So I don't think she needs the Money in the Bank ladder match to win this. She should be even in it. Absolutely, she could have been in it. She is, obviously. But Naomi needs to win this match. Right now, you want to strike when the iron is hot. And this gimmick with Naomi's possession, this caution gimmick, it's the best story, best heel turn I've ever seen in probably almost a long time women's wrestling. So Naomi desperately needs, and I can't explain this anymore, needs to win this match tonight. I'm going Naomi. Hopefully Triple H gives her the contract as well, because it's just a long time. She should have gone until in 2018, and definitely 2021. Was it 2022? It was 2021, the Women's Money in the Bank ladder match, and freaking Nikki Ass won that shit. Remember that? I prefer not. So I'm going Naomi to win the 2025 Women's Money in the Bank ladder match. Moving on to Becky Lynch. Be taking on Lyra Valkyria for a WWE Women's Intercontinental Championship. I'm going with Becky Lynch to become a new champion. So is there a small chance Bayley returns and costs Becky the match? Definitely. I must feel this honestly. But to me, I would not do that yet. I would wait until at least Evolution maybe to do that for sure. We should wait and find out with that. It should be fun though. I'm going with Becky Lynch to win the Women's Intercontinental Championship. Oh, Becky Hogan though! Becky Hogan! Will you please stop with the fucking Hogan comparisons, please? I am tired of it. I'm tired of everybody being compared to Hulk Hogan. It's fucking disgusting, bro. It really is. But anyways, I'm going with Becky Lynch to become a new WWE Women's Intercontinental Champion tonight at Money in the Bank in Los Angeles. And anything being like the Kia Forum? Yep, I'm in the Kia Forum. So you know what, Becky Lynch becoming a new Women's IC Champion. Should be a fun match for sure. Also, going to Cody Rhodes and Jey Uso, the reigning defending WWE World Heavyweight Champion Jey Uso, versus John Cena, the reigning defending undisputed WWE Champion, and Logan Paul. So we need to decide on the last night on SmackDown. Basically, all but confirm that John Cena is taking the pinfall against Cody Rhodes in this match. So probably Cody and John Cena part 2 meeting at SummerSlam. I know we got a couple more events coming, like Saturday night's main event coming up, and obviously July 12th, 2025. Going head-to-head with All in Texas. And a different story for another day, people, I guess. And also, you got then SummerSlam night 1 and night 2, so we can find out. Then we do John Cena and Cody Rhodes for part 2 then. So probably getting Cody Rhodes and Jey Uso win the mismatch tonight with also Cody Rhodes pinning John Cena. Let's discuss that and also your SmackDown side things with John Cena getting the best segment he ever has as a heel, by the way. We'll discuss that. Basically since WrestleMania this year. Well, it's more likely your Money in the Bank men's side things to be your main event. Solo Sikoa versus Seth Rollins versus Andrade versus LA Knight versus Penta versus El Grande Americano. I'm sorry, Chad Gable. Wrestler Vikingo here on Worlds Collide. He's basically working double duty like Stephanie Vaquer is. And men's Money in the Bank qualifying, or men's Money in the Bank ladder match. I'm going with LA Knight. He also, like Naomi, should definitely win this match tonight. To me, Naomi, this is Naomi and LA Knight's chance to lose. It's either you strike now, you're never going to strike either one of these women. Or women with Naomi and also LA Knight. LA Knight should have got realistic in 2023. You have a rectified in 2025. So LA Knight needs to win this match. Who else you got? Like Seth Rollins. I don't think you see. You can do it a different way. You can win the King of the Ring this year to get to Jey Uso. Who else got? Andrade's not winning it. Penta's not winning it. El Grande Americano wins this match. I'm going to lose my mind. Same thing with Solo Sikoa. Please, God, no. That'd be awful. With El Grande Americano and Solo Sikoa. Please, I do not want that whatsoever. This should be a match. I'm looking forward to the women's match more than this freaking men's match, though. To me, this is probably like the lackluster men's Money in the Bank ladder match I've seen in a long time, man. We'll be quite honest with you. So I'm going to go over my predictions again. I'm going Naomi to win the women's Money in the Bank ladder match. I'm going at Becky Lynch to a new WWE Women's Intercontinental Champion to be defeating Vaquer tonight. I'm also getting Cody Rhodes and Jey Uso defeating John Cena and Logan Paul. I'm going with LA Knight to win the men's Money in the Bank ladder match of 2025. That is your Money in the Bank 2025 preview predictions on No Limits Lucas. Now let's get in your Friday Night Smackdown June 6, 2025 review. Okay, let's get in your SmackDown review for June 6, 2025. Starting with Seth Rollins and his group start the show with Rollins claiming that he would win Money in the Bank and warned anyone who wants to get in his way. Well, what will happen? And then Solo Sikoa, Jacob Fatu, and JC Mateo, you mighty! I just can't stand that name, man. Mateo, you mighty! Showed up and both groups started squaring up, but Rollins eventually called his boys back, being Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed. And that's funny. Last year at War Games in 2024, we had Solo Sikoa and Bronson Reed team out on the Team New bloodline against the OG bloodline and CM Punk. Now Bronson Reed and Solo Sikoa are basically stirring up each other in different factions. Kind of funny, I know. It doesn't get us a B-. It's not a bad start. The way to start your show the SmackDown is pretty decent for the most part. We still discussed it with that, and it's not a bad segment to start the show. I give it a B-. I like the potential, like Jacob Fatu against Braun Breaker. I'm like, oh my god, bro, sign me the fuck up with that one. Braun Breaker against Jacob Fatu, you forget about it, bro. Even it's like Jacob Fatu and Seth Rollins, that'd be a banger. Jacob Fatu and Bronson Reed. Jacob Fatu against all three of those guys, and the same thing. B-, you're great. They basically teach a lot of great matches. You need all these 6 men for sure. Give it a B-. Moving on to something not so great. Jimmy Uso. I like Jimmy Uso quite a bit. But he defeats JC Mateo, you mighty! C+ is your grade. It was a match to say the least. But what the fuck? You having JC Mateo take an L to Jimmy Uso. I like Jimmy Uso quite a bit, man. I really do. But did we have to have this? Did we have to have this? Also, I know they teased a tension between Jacob Fatu, the reigning defending United States Champion, men's United States Champion Jacob Fatu, and JC Mateo, you mighty, and the basic tension, the team of bloodline, but still. I get that part, but man, I just don't care. You can't make me care about Jimmy Uso and Jeff Cobb / JC Mateo match. I'm sorry, I just don't care, to say the least. C+ your grade. Now on to the Women's United States Champion, Zelina Vega, reigning defending WWE Women's United States Champion, like I said. Defeats Piper Niven in a Bakersfield brawl. The fuck that does mean? I don't fucking care. And after the brawl, Giulia attacks Vega. Believe it or not, it wasn't that bad, like I said, but still. It gets a B-. But I am fucking over with Zelina Vega feuding with Chelsea Green, Alba Fire, and Piper Niven. I am done with it! I am done! This reminds me like a Sasha Banks and Bayley feuding with the fucking Riot Squad. It's literally almost like it to a point, even if it's funny, because people compare Zelina Vega to Sasha Banks, so look-wise. And you get her pose, you get the point, people. Oh my god, man. I do like the fact that teasing Giulia, who came out in this match, and attacked Vega after helping Zelina Vega fend off her service, being Chelsea Green, Piper Niven, and Alba Fire. I get that. I did like the finish of the Code Red from the top rope. I like that big time. That was a pretty good spot for sure. But I don't care other than get Giulia against Zelina Vega for the Women's United States Championship. That should be fun for sure. Let's give it to Giulia right then and there. It'd be perfectly kind of great if you asked me for a first starting point with titles on the main roster for Miss Giulia. It just gets a B- though. Moving on to LA Knight, who's, like I said, my pick, and he needs to win the contract tonight. Him and Naomi need to walk out Los Angeles with both the Money in the Bank contracts. LA Knight versus Aleister Black ends a disqualification after Seth Rollins hits a stomp on Knight to cause that DQ. This is a pretty solid. Give it a B. I like the fact they didn't give Aleister Black a full fire like pinfall last year with a roll-up or actual BFT, but whatever, you see the point. I like the fact not pin him clean here. And I like the fact not pin him at all, because my God, if you have Aleister Black lose against LA Knight here, that would be kind of really ridiculous if you ask me. That would be ridiculous, so let's not do that, and thank God not do have Seth Rollins come on and hit the stomp on LA Knight. Basically, it was a preview for the men's Money in the Bank ladder match. It was pretty solid, man, to give it a B for sure. Moving on to the women's Money in the Bank preview match here. Rhea Ripley, Alexa Bliss, and Stephanie Vaquer. They defeat Roxanne, Perez, Giulia, and Naomi. Like I said, basically a mini preview about the women's Money in the Bank ladder match. So I fucking hate that, by the way. I hate getting previews to this. I hate this type of shit, man. I'm like, you're gonna do this for women, why not do it for the men? Like, it makes no sense, bro. It makes no sense whatsoever. I just don't like 6-man, 6-woman tags in general. I don't like it. What do you want me to say? I hate trios matches. I hate 6-man tags. I hate 6-woman tags. I hate 20 million tags. I hate them all, except for 2-on-2. Or if the story calls for it, then you can do a 6-man tag or a stipulation about the set at least. Like a lot of war games, you get the fucking point, but at least I'll move on, right? Rhea Ripley, Alexa Bliss, and Stephanie Vaquer defeat Roxanne, Perez, Giulia, and Naomi. I give this a B-. It was a not bad of a match. I'm tired of 6-woman tags. And then can they coexist storyline, pal? Oh my God. But both teams nonetheless. I hate that shit, like I said. But this gets a B-. It was a solid match for what it was, though, to say the least. I want to get this review all published and obviously all done with, because like I said, we're almost half an hour away from Money in the Bank. Penta and Andrade defeat American Made, Brutus, and Julius Creed. Solid match, give it a B-. But my God, what the fuck are we doing with the Creed brothers and American Made? What are we doing? We're having a Grande Americano, who's basically Chad Gable. Getting on such a win streak. What are we doing for actual Chad Gable and actual Creed brothers? What's next? We get cosplay Creed brothers. We get El Grande duos between the American May guys, Julius and Bruce Creed. Please, little guy, don't put that out of the universe, though, Lucas. Let's not do that, shall we? That'd be fucking ridiculous having another El Grande Americano 2 and 3 with Julius and Brutus Creed. Creed, excuse me. It was a good match, but my God, man. Same thing like the women's preview match in Money in the Bank. Penta and Andrade, I know they're luchadors and probably like Mexican wrestlers, I get that. They probably comparison there, but still. This gets a B-. Solid match, I hate we gotta get American Made another fucking L, it feels like, though. B- you're good. And moving on to your main event segment. We're in the main event segment. Like I said, I want to get this all review all published on YouTube and all audio platforms. Which, by the way, I forgot to tell you about this. Follow me on social media, Twitter, Instagram, Lucas E. Allen. Facebook and then TikTok, Nolan Mr. Lucas, and Patreon.com/Nolan Mr. Lucas. You're also watching on YouTube. Hit me a like button, or turn the subscribe button, hit a bell for post notifications, or turn on the bell for all post notifications. And also hit me a comment on today's upload, and also I'm watching on Spotify. Give me a 5-star rating, and also hit me a comment on Spotify as well. Now let's get to your main event segment before you get the fuck out of here, shall we? John Cena, the reigning defending undisputed WWE champion, and Logan Paul beat down Cody Rhodes and Jey Uso, the reigning defending WWE World Heavyweight Champion, to end the show. This is the best as John Cena has looked as a heel undisputed WWE champion. This is the best he has looked. This is the best segment he produced. I love the R-Truth line he gave in this segment. I basically put on a truth chance. That made John Cena look like a freaking little prick, man. I fucking loved it. We need to do that for John Cena. If we want to at least establish him as a heel for a couple of months, he needs to do shit like this and putting down the R-Truth chance and putting on the truth chance in general. That was fucking badass from John Cena. That was freaking great. He has looked the best in his heel turn this last night for sure. I still don't like the tag team match between John Cena and Logan Paul against Cody Rhodes and Jey Uso. I don't like that still. But hey, at least they put up a better storytelling last night than they ever did in this fucking feud, to say the least. Best thing on the show by far, A- grade. Basically elevated the show big time, to say the least. As your Rush Show for Friday Night Smackdown, June 6, 2025 review. Gets a normal grade of B-. Man, that does all review by fucking less than 9.5 minutes. Fucking crazy, I know. I want to get the fuck out of here because I'm almost running a bank time. I want to waste y'all time, to say the least. And that is your Friday Night Smackdown, June 6, 2025 review on No Limits to Lucas. Thank y'all for watching No Limits to Lucas, WWE Friday Night Smackdown, June 6, 2025 review. It's going to be on Saturday, June 7, 2025, Money in the Bank Day. And like I said, I'll hopefully knock on wood, I can get your 2025 WWE Money in the Bank review. Hopefully out tomorrow, like I said. Hopefully, knock on wood. That was a big-ass knock, man, to say the least. Holy shit. Thank y'all for watching the podcast. Catch y'all tomorrow for more content. No Limits to Lucas with your Money in the Bank 2025 review. Enjoy Money in the Bank, everybody. Peace and love, everybody. I'm out. Take care. Love y'all big time, to say the least.